Welcome back. We're doing some cool stuff today. Today we are going to see which Natterjack Irish whiskey, what's it all about. We're going to get into the three samples that I have right now. Let's check it out, see if it's any good. All right, guys, thank you for coming back. So what we're going to get into is Natterjack Irish whiskey. If you haven't had any Natterjack, go pick some up. I'm only going to pour a very small amount because we're doing three separate drinks. So we have the original Natterjack, and this is coming in at 40% alcohol. This is the only one that's a 750 ml bottle. All the others are 700. And then we have the Natterjack cast strength. That's going to go in the second glass. So let's pour that out while we're talking. That way it can air out for a little bit. I have sampled out, especially this this cast strength one, to quite a few people. They're all. I'm going to tell you right now, they're all great whiskeys. So just understand that. And look, there's hardly anything left of this one. And this is the Natterjack Mistake. Yeah. I actually got into this on the live that I just did, the preemptive live that I just did. So I guess we're bottling it down. There's not a whole lot in there. So while these things are opening up a little bit, I want to talk to you a little bit about Natterjack. Natterjack is an Irish whiskey company that they are sourcing Irish whiskey from Ireland. So it is truly Irish, and they are aging it in America. Yeah. So they age it 3 years in Ireland and then one more year in America. So obviously this is their 40% offering. It's really approachable. We're going to get into it, but their cast strength one is at 63%. And the cool thing about them, and then the mistake is just that it's a mistake. It was actually left in the barrel for another year, so it's 5-year-old whiskey in here. It's kind of cool, kind of different. So let's get into these. I have 3 separate glasses. Right here. So let's get into them. So the first one is the 40%. Pause for smelling. And I'm not going to rate these. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just going to tell you which one I like the best, and should you go pick one up, because they are available in a lot of stores. I saw one, where was it? At Specs, I think. I saw one. Now, I will tell you this. Natterjack came onto my podcast, and they did give me 2 bottles. Now, the mistake I did purchase of my own accord, but I am going to be very biased in everything that I say, and I've told everybody that from the beginning. I have to. That's kind of the thing. I have to. If it sucks, I'm going to let you know. Knocking my water over, like always. So on the nose, it's floral, a little floral. Now you have to think this is Irish whiskey, right? So it is going to be different than a Scotch or a bourbon or something like that. So it's really light, floral, maybe some citrus in there, maybe a little bit of cookie note. Like I know with a lot of other Irish whiskeys, you get like shortbread cookie. Let's get in on the taste. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. This will be great in a cocktail. It is lower proof, so you might have to add a little bit more. Oh no, it is lower proof, but it's not prickly on the tongue. There's not a whole lot there. It's maybe some green apple, maybe a small hint of cherry, a little bit of cherry. That might be from the extra aging. It's really nice, really approachable. And this will be a whiskey, Irish whiskey, for anybody who is getting into whiskey. It is a little malty. It is both a mix of single malt and grain whiskey as well. So it's more like a blended Irish. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. If I had to score it, I would, of comparing it to other Irish whiskeys, right? So take that for what it is. If I had to score this one, the 40% offering, I would give it 7.5 out of 10. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now let's move on. Hold on. Let's not move on. Let's have a little drink of water. And we'll move to the cast strength. And like I said, this is coming in at 63%. because they don't have, obviously they're aging it not in America and they're not trying to make bourbon, right? So the cask restraints that they have for bourbon, it has to be lower than 62.5% in the barrel. With this, they can do pretty much whatever they want. So let's see how this one is. Obviously, it's going to be hotter, sharper, but on the nose, it's much the same. It's like it has an ethanol ding to it. This is the first whiskey of the day, guys. Well, that one was. This is now the second. But this one, instead of it being like green apple, it's more like a Fuji apple, like or a Honey Crisp even, where it's a little crispy, not so green and tart. I'm not getting maybe a little bit of citrus, maybe. Let's get on a taste. It rides the palate pretty well, and then it hits you with, wow, almost not banana, but like a mango, maybe. Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting mango. Possibly a passion fruit, maybe. Don't shoot me for my notes. Okay, but the ethanol, it's coating the mouth. It coats the glass a little more. Now, I will tell you that these are not the most viscous of pours. They do just kind of wash out of the glass pretty fast. But this second one, it does hang on just a little bit more. Going back to the nose, I can't get fully in there. It does have that ethanol ding, but it's giving me a nice burn on the tongue still after the first sip. Let's go in again. Oh yeah, it's really nice. It's that obviously just amped up a little bit hotter, a little bit spicier. Um, the apple is coming through, and maybe a little bit of like pound cake or something like that, vanilla flavored, very vanilla forward from the extra wood influence. Really good. Water, water, water. Okay, on to the mistake. Smells completely different. I would think this was almost a different whiskey. Seriously. This one, creme brulee, it's 46%. Creme brulee and something bready, sticky toffee pudding, something like that, where it has like that caramel and stuff like that. It's really, that extra age did something to it. Again, this one is even more viscous. It clings to the glass a little more than the other two. Now let's get in on the taste. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's like a dipped. Maybe you ever go to the fair or the carnival or whatever, and you get the dipped apples. It's that, but it's a mix between the caramel ones and that red fruit, whatever that red candy is, because it does have like a candy sweetness to it, but it also has like a caramel note as well. I'm not gonna say it's strange. It is strange the way I'm presenting it, but yeah, no, it's super good. And it's viscous on the back of the throat. It's really clinging, and it's getting down into the chest now. I don't know what you call it in Ireland. It's not a Kentucky hug. It's a Irish handshake or whatever. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to pause real fast. I'm going to go over these at my own leisure, and then I will come back and tell you which one you should get and which one you should not get. All right, guys, we're back. So I figured it out. I found the one that. Okay, let me tell you this. I'll tell you this right away. I would buy all of these again. Okay, I would buy all of these. The one that stood out to me the most, the. Okay, let me start over. I would buy all of these. and have bought one. But the one that I enjoyed the most was number 3, the Natterjack Mistake. This one right here, beautiful bottling. They had a really hard time with this label because the Irish government didn't want them to put mistake on the label because they said it makes it look bad for Irish people, which I totally get that. But it's a cool label. They have their Natterjack toad on there, and he's upside down, and it's like it looks almost like the label was a mistake as well. It's really nice. I will tell you, it's about $85. Take that for what it is. Worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth to give a try. I would give you a sample, but that's literally all I have left of the entire bottle. So don't ask for a sample. The other two are great, right? They're really good. That one just has a little bit more flavor and more oomph because of that extra aging in oak. So I would recommend you pick up any of these. I do believe the 40% offering is around $45, and the cask strength is about the $75 mark. So just understand that when you're going in there. Irish whiskey is an import, so it's one of those things where you got to pay a little extra for it. That's why Scotch and Irish and Japanese whiskeys are more expensive, because they have to be shipped and all the other things. So I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. This has been a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do this for a minute before I ran out of the mistake, and I will enjoy the rest of this mistake off camera, of course. And I hope you guys are well. Make sure you check out everything that I'm doing. Follow, like, subscribe. I am releasing a lot of new podcasts right now, so go check them out over on Spotify and Apple and all of the places. So y'all be good, and until next time, keep your spirits up.